And so here we are again. And usually this is where I would stand here and say to you something inspiring, something that says that every OC here made it through their own merit, trying to go for gold, trying to etch their way into history, something of all that blah blah blah. Well, this time it's not quite true because there will only be one result. One man, two titles. If you didn't know, you're about to find out. Someone, some way, somehow won the OC championship, and today they have the opportunity to become a double champion in OC action. And let me tell you, nothing will stop Gold Team today. So, instead of saying, look at everyone here with their opportunities, I will say instead that we have 14 teams, 13 losers, and one set of future Dangan-lympic Hunger Games OC Tag Team Champions. Davy Jones Locker, voiced and Vogue. Subliminal, Locked Up, Mind Over Magic, Tipping the Scales, Undercover Custodian, Waltz of the Roses. Your future two-time tag team champions and your current reigning, defending, undisputed OC champion of the world, AV Kagi Gold Team. Method of Violence, Forever Failures, Dating App, Robo Research. And your current and future losers, OC Tag Team Champions for the next 30 minutes, Blank Canvas. Get ready to acknowledge me. And so it is time. Yesterday was the most electrifying moment in the history of history as the United States Aviator took the OC division by storm and locked out with the title, and today has an opportunity to do that again, but standing in his way, many other teams. Welcome back, live chat, and welcome to the OC Tag Team Closing Ceremonies of the Dangan-lympics. Welcome to the Dangan-lympic Hunger Games. We are ready. We've seen everybody here already. You already know who's here and you know who's going to lose. So let me introduce to you guys everyone who's going to lose this match and then also announce our winner, shall we? We have Davy Jones Locker, Peggy and Michi, voiced in Vogue, Mika and Sumori. Subliminal, Lucas and Hana. Locked Up has Natsuki and Takuto. Mind Over Magic has Rin and Hiriko. And Tipping the Scales has Andy and Felix. Undercover Custodian has Skyland and Yoko. Waltz of the Roses has Iris and Romaz. And of course, your future two-time tag team champions after today's episode. And who we will be calling two-title AV 2 belts after this episode. It is Gold Team because Gold Team rules. Yeah, dang right they do. Method of Violence, we see Ashi and Shush, please. And as we go on, we see Forever Failures. There we go. Beta and Tengi Dating App sees Aurora and Evo, your tag team OC Agents of Chaos. Your OC Tag Team Agents of Chaos, that sounds more correct. Robo Research sees Randobot and Rio, and of course your tag team champions, Blank Canvas, who are also your tag team Agents of Chaos. That being said, live chat, make your picks first, second, third, or in the comments if you're not watching this with the liveness. Make it known. Make it known right here, right now. Because I'm gonna make mine known, and I think you know who I'm gonna pick. First and foremost, Gold Team, because Gold Team rules and 2-title AV is about to be a real thing. Not a prediction. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah. For a second, I think I'm gonna take tipping the scales. I don't know why. Feels right. I think Felix is about to become a multi-time tag team champion as well. And for third, I think it might end up at like the final 2 between AV and Natsuki again. So I'm gonna take Natsuki actually and locked up, getting the titles back. I think that might be very interesting. However, there's a lot of intricacies that could play out in this match. We'll see how those go. It is anybody's game, and by that I mean Gold Team's about to win. Not a prediction, it's a spoiler, I'm sorry. To anyone who's like, AV2 belts, what's going on? This can't be happening. Just get ready for the show, because it is time. All of these competitors shooting for the OC Tag Team Champions blank canvas. Angie now defending for Yusuke. They will have an opportunity to get the other Tag Team Championships too. But for right now, we must start round 1. We'll see how this thing plays out. It is... oh my gosh! First of all, it is the bloodbath. It is round 1, and as we do the horn bears, do your thing. I'm gonna go down here real quick, because I gotta grab something. Didn't think I would need this early. However, we're not playing games. Mika finds a shiny red balloon. This is a dangerous place for such a poppable entity. Shoosh. Shoosh has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Michi tries to kill AV, trying to take out that OC champion immediately, but AV says nah. Takes out Michi instead. Rest in peace. Tinky finds my climate change remote. Ashi sneak attacks Angie and Now and says, yeah, y'all aren't OCs. Get out of here, and thus they must, because it is indeed. For right now, outside of like, you know, Ortio revivals, a new champ alert. I didn't blow you out. What? Get out of here, ridiculous. Crazy. Rin finds some leather scraps and is now Cave Rin. He's gone back in time. Beta sets down a trap. Aurora picks up with Noon clawing in various places. AV knocks out Rosemont. Romaz in a fist fight puts a death guard on him. Romaz, one of the most successful tag team champions in OC history. Skyland attempts to kill Hana, but Lucas intervenes just in time. Lucas had to kill Skyland, rather, to protect Hana's life. My janitor, poor janitor. Ryu finds a grenade. Sumori gets caught in one of Beta's traps, and all he can do is hope to be freed. Where are we? Eva wondered if she should... rather, if she was created for this very reason. There we go. Peggy trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Kagi hums a song to herself. Yoko thinks about Skyland, sobs quietly. Lucas murders Iris in front of Romaz. Romaz rushes out, but Iris dies in his arms. Oh my gosh, and now he knows he has to carry on for the team again. Hirika attacks Ashi from behind, murders her. No. Ashi took away the tag team champions, and then immediately at the end of the round gets taken out herself. Romaz then snaps out of it immediately, says, this is so sad, but I have to carry on for the team, at least get into the top 6. Andy finds a seemingly official decree from a powerful Archon. Yikes. We might have visions out the wazoo. Felix finds a normal Akaris. Aren't those extinct? Natsuki spots something shiny in the distance. Takuto starts sobbing uncontrollably, and the Archon sees something great within Randobot. Grant them a cryo vision. Oh my, and Hana just wants to be helpful. We've lost 7 immediately. Just 21 remain in what might be a speed run of this game in Ordeal. Without further ado, it is the saddest of all moments for Michi, both Now and Angie, Skyland, Peggy, Iris, Ashi. 21 remain. Are they the only full team that's out? No, Davy Jones' locker is out too. Bad luck to them. Goodness gracious. However, it is still technically anybody's game, and I believe it's time we find out just whose game it is. Whose game is it? Yeah. Let's go ahead. It is 21 remaining. Let's go and do it. Who will be out next? Oh my, oh my. First and foremost, AV challenges Natsuki duel. Natsuki bites the dust. Rest in peace to Natsuki. You hate to see it. But that's the duel. That's the exact same thing that happened last time in the final two. Natsuki had it coming, and perhaps AV said you had it coming again. However, maybe he got a little bit too confident because Rin found a belt of Pokeballs. Who knows who's been inside of those? That is very dangerous. Hana feels sorry for Sumori. Frees him from the trap. Andy finds a rocket launcher. That's going to end well. Oh, dope. Lucas just found a fishing rod. Now you can catch all the fish. Romas feels like jamming out. The music in him guides him to AV soundboard. Wait, I need that. Roundabout buries AV and Lucas in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Champion down. Mika pops his own balloon and has the creepiest smile on his face. Beta attempts to kill Ryu, but Roundabout intervenes to protect him. Roundabout perishes, leaving Ryu all alone. Darkness swirls around Now's corpse, and Now's back as a ghost. That's dangerous. Sumori uses a mysterious dash to knock out Aurora and Takuto in order to put death collars on them. Ryu causes a live grenade at Eva, who is instantly blown to smithereens. Goodness gracious, Kage is determined to survive this. Hiriko has found a table, hopefully nobody goes through it. Aurora tries to make her collar look fashionable. Shoes can't handle the stress after losing a teammate, has become more cowardly. The Archon 2 grip triangle on Takuto grant him a Dendro vision. Felix has a dimensional scythe, which was supposed to be collected at the end of Season 4. What is he going to do with it? And Yoko accepts her shadow as Yoko, gains a power persona, and Tengi also has a table. There's a lot of tables in play, and that could spell danger for everyone who's left. We have one ghost, 11 gone, and 16 remaining. 6 more into your saving grace picks already, but for right now, it's just the saddest of all moments for Natsuki, AV, Lucas, Randobot, Eva. Back-to-back robots perishing at the end there. We still have a bunch of teams left, but like, I don't want to go through them yet because it's just 6 more into your saving grace picks, and at this point, we will probably get there very soon. Am I afraid of the Shogun? Yes. Am I afraid of the climate change remote? Yes, because both of those competitors who have those things, Andy and Tengi, are still in, I'm pretty sure, so one of these rounds could go very bad. Let's see if it's this next round. Will it be? Maybe it won't be. Oh my gosh, it might be. A lot of people perish. There's a whole lot of red and orange. Oh my gosh. Kagi puts a duck collar on Beta wall. She's asleep. Takuto summons a massive vine, or rather massive vines, plural, around Felix, bleeding him dry. Mika feels protected by his wealth. Beta also finds my climate change remote. Oh my gosh. Won't get a chance to use it though. Hana wonders if she was created for this very reason. Aurora tries to kill Kagi, but Kagi retaliates and kills her instead. Now, kills Shush through ghastly means. Rin tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Moltres. Moltres uses Fire Blast, turning Beta and Takuto, burning them alive rather. That whole team. Andy loves the way his rocket launcher feels on his shoulder. Ashi is festering silently. Sumori accepts the shadow of Sumori, and Hiriko does the same thing. They both gain the power persona. And speaking of Yoko. Her persona levels up Sai to Seo. Romas twiddles his thumbs. Ryu picks up his neon clawing in various places, and Tengi somehow finds a suit of medieval armor. Once again, we are tiptoeing, there we go, our way through this game. Andy still has that decree. Tengi still has that climate change remote, and we are almost in your saving grace picks range. That is where things get a little bit scary. Now still a ghost as well, but it's a saddest of all moments for Felix, Aurora, Shush, Beta, Takuto. 11 left, 1 more into your saving grace picks. It is anybody's game, especially since we have 1 ghost in play. I could look at everyone who's left, but we're gonna probably do that next round, let's be completely honest. Are you ready? We're kind of speeding through this one. I want to like take a second and ask you, are you ready? We'll break it down. Let's do it. It is your final 11 saving grace picks, more than likely next time. But will we see any major events to take out a ton of people, immediately get us down to like 3-2, maybe even a winner as we click on next round? We see some people perishing as Mika tries to kill Tengi, but Tengi's night armor diverts the blow. Rin tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Halucho, who uses Flying Press, crushing Kagi. Rest in peace. Yoko summons her persona using Seo, launching a boulder on top of Tengi. Ryu knocks out Sumori in a fist fight, puts a dust collar on them. Romas presses a button on my soundboard and plays No More Words. Well, I mean, sure, why not? Because we're about to be at your final 9. Sumori's persona levels up, upgrading Bufu to Bufala as we keep on going. Now Mrs. Be off dinner. Hiriko summons her persona, uses Garu's sudden gust of wind, dazes Romaz, and Andy finds, wait, Anomalakaris? Aren't those extinct? Apparently so, but 2 souls are out. 2 very anthropomorphic souls, and as such, it is the final, potentially saddest of all moments for Kagi Tingy. And at this moment in time, it does look like Gold Team is out, and we won't see double champion AV. However, I would like to say that may not be the whole truth just yet. Because now still as a ghost, there are still revival items in play, and most importantly, you might need some new picks. Do you? I kind of do, because I gambled it on Gold Team, and Gold Team does indeed rule, but you know, we'll see how it goes. It is your Saving Grace picks. We see still in Hana for Subliminal trying to carry on for Lucas. We see now as a ghost, not officially in, but still could cause a little bit of damage, cause some people to get gone, maybe possess somebody. We see Voiced and Vogue, Mika and Sumori, the both of them still in this thing, which could be the most shocking victory. They could win together. Yoko still remains for Skyland 8. We also see Romaz. Could Romaz pull off another championship victory, essentially guaranteeing him a spot in the Hall of Fame? Mind over Magic are both still in as well. Rin and Hiriko. You might think that they're doing so well because Hiriko had the assistance of Gentleman Timothy, perhaps inspired to give it her all this game. If they win, I think it is all thanks to the guidance and leadership provided by Gentleman Timothy. Tipping the scales, we see Andy still around, and I'll tell you what, Andy does still have that Inazuman decree, so things could get wild in these final few. Randobot is gone, but Ryu trying to carry on for Randobot instead. They have won in a finale before. They have been co-champions before. Could they become 2-time champions today? That's everyone who's left. Those are your final 9, essentially your final 10, because now is a ghost could possess somebody. Will it happen? We'll have to wait and see, but make your saving grace picks known first, second, and third. I will make mine as well. For first, give me Ryu. I'm gonna take Ryu for first. Without a shadow of a doubt, that's the one. For second, I'm gonna take Rin. I'm gonna take Rin and Mind over Matter, solely because they were inspired by Gentleman Timothy, so I think we might have to root for them just a little bit, owing their win, dedicating their victory more than likely to Gentleman Timothy. And for third, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Romaz, because I don't think it's wise to bet against Romaz in tag team action. That man's is a lad. That man's, he knows what he's doing. He is one of the best of all time. That's all. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. This is your final 9. It is championship action, and without further ado, they are all here for one goal and one goal only. The tag team titles held by Blank Canvas. Hana, Mika, Sumori, Yoko, Romaz, Rin, Hiriko, Andy, and Ryu. 9 competitors, 1 ghostly now, and 1 fight, all fighting with the same pulse and determination. And fate is as the one with the one, and you know, with the thing and the who and the look. The same fate as that of a samurai woman. It's your final 9. It is time to see how this plays out, because it's Orteal and it can play out so many different ways, like now finding the body of Peggy and possessing it. Peggy now in, now possessing her. If Peggy wins this one, now could retain those titles for the team. Hiriko summons every ounce of her powers and summons a wizard robe. Girl got magic now. Romaz snaps out of it. Sumori summons their persona using Bufala, freezing Hana Solid. Sumori has gained experience to learn Mabufudine, which is exceedingly dangerous at this point in the game. And Mika says, look, if you got a persona, tag team partner, I'm gonna get a persona too. We gonna destroy this one. We gonna wreak havoc during this game. That is impressive. We see Ryu trying to kill Hiriko, but Hiriko's Wizard Robe is carried away to safety. Rin tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Snorlax, who unfortunately flattens Andy, and Peggy gets mauled by wild animals, so now it's really unlucky in that front. And Yoko's still looking around for stuff to scrounge. We lost 4. 1 being revived this round, and now being the ghost that is gone. It is indeed the saddest of all moments. No, it's a terrible turnabout, actually, for. Now, Hana, Andy, Peggy. But I mean, like, we do have to keep going. It's your final 7. They all know what they're fighting for. A couple of teams still completely in. And by a couple, I mean 2. 2 exactly. 2 teams are completely in. It is Rin and Hiriko. It is Sumori and Mika. But then there's some stragglers all around as well. You have to watch Rin with these Pokeballs. You have to watch Hiriko now with this Wizard Robe. And you gotta watch this duo of Persona wielders. There's some dangerous folks in there. And then there's Yoko, who's kind of just looking around, trying to make things, trying to see some stuff to scrounge about. Will Yoko be able to do such a thing? Let's click the next round and let's find out. Will we be entering our final 5? Yes. No, actually, we won't. As Sumori summons a persona using Bufula, yes, to freeze Yoko solid. Hiriko sneezes a tiny, making sparkles come out of her Wizard Robe sleeves, making her levitate for just a few seconds. Romas has found a table. Rin is now very angry, very enraged. Mika uses a mysterious gas to knock out Rin and Ryu, putting death collars on the both of them, and Ryu finds a waffle. Really? Really? I hate to see that. Final 6, but you do have to keep in mind, does everyone at this point have a collar? That's something that we always have to remember, because we could see everybody die. We could see every single person perish. Will we? I'm not sure. That being said, it is the saddest of all moments. 4. No, it's not. It's a terrible turnabout. 4. Yoko. And with that, do keep in mind, it is 2 full teams versus Romaz and versus Ryu. Keep that in mind. It is Voiced in Vogue versus the combination of Rin and Hiriko, Mind Over Magic, and then we have Romaz carrying on and Ryu carrying on. What is going to unfold? Well, honestly, I don't know, but I think it's still Samurai Woman. We won't wait too much longer to explain everything that's going on. We can click next round and you will see for yourself how this plays out. Your final 6, some shenanigans could go down. And we start to see those shenanigans. That was the big play. And just like that, we are at your final 2. And just like that, both teams that were completely in are not out. Hiriko does survive. And that leaves us with Sumori summons their persona using Mabufudine, trapping Romaz, Mika, and Rin in a blizzard. No one survives. And while Sumori stands there watching over the bodies, accidentally taking out their partner, Ryu throws that waffle like a shuriken, takes out Sumori. And Hiriko, all alone now, stays in a cave, avoiding that blizzard, feeding the rats, and now an army of rats is at her disposal. Will that army of rats destroy the one competitor remaining, Ryu? Or will Ryu walk out as tag team champion again, this time for Randobot? I'm not sure, but I guess you know what? It might be it's a terrible turnabout for Romaz, Mika, Rin, Sumori. And so, we are down to your final 2. Outside of revivals, outside of ghosts, outside of shenanigans, there is but one who will walk out. And between 2, live chat, who do you got? Will it be Rin? No, I'm sorry, Ryu or Hiriko? Hiriko just lost Rin. Was able to rely on Rin all this time, but Rin was not the only person she's relied on in these games. Temporary substitution while Rin was out was Gentleman Timothy. And that inspired Hiriko to do better. That inspired Hiriko to give more. That inspired Hiriko to make it to this point. And now Hiriko does not have Gentleman Timothy by her side, but instead has an army of rats. Nothing could replace Gentleman Timothy. But I do declare that she has support. She has the fallen Rin supporting her. She has Gentleman Timothy supporting her. But does she have the public supporting her? Because on the other side is Ryu, the partner of Randobot. A friendship that we've seen culminated last season. They won tag team gold together. They did the impossible. They did it as co-champions with another team through ghostly shenanigans. This time, Ryu could do it on his own 2 feet for Randobot. No split titles, they hold the titles undisputed. Could that be the case? There's a compelling case to make for both teams, or will we see some sort of ghostly revival? Will we see any other shenanigans happen? I'm unsure, but I can tell you one thing, that it will be either Ryu, Hiriko. Live chat, who do you got? Because next round we see nothing. But we do see Iris back as a ghost, and that changes the game. Hiriko washed the blood off her wizard robe, and now Ryu's got the Omnitrix, which is one of the most dangerous items in this game. Ryu now has become the ultimate favorite, admittedly. But keep in mind that Iris is a ghost. Do keep that in mind. So when we click next round, will Iris possess somebody? Will we see Ryu just go and say, yeah, it's time to use that Omnitrix, it's Ryu 10 time? Or will Hiriko use magic to take out Ryu? We see nothing yet. Ryu tries to kill Hiroko, but Hiroko, the rats chase him off. Iris is playing around with her incorporeal body, and Ryu transforms into a small but brilliant alien, hides from dangers, but does it all, and now it does, because Iris, motivated by the one and the only Gentleman Timothy, kills Ryu through ghastly means, which means Hiriko is just having a nice day cooking with her rats, and now is cooking with a golden title around her shoulder because after this terrible turnabout, 4. Ryu. This is the power, and you know what? I'll save it. I will save it. I will indeed say. Instead, let's celebrate your winners. They outlasted the force that was potentially 2 title AV. They outlasted Ghost, and they outlasted everything that came their way. For so long they were together, and in the end, they did still win. But who do they owe it to? They owe it to fantastic teamwork. They owe it to each other, but perhaps even more than that, they owe it to someone who showed them what it meant to be a team. They owe it to someone who stepped in when things seemed a little bit sour. They might owe it, and even dedicate this title win, to Gentleman Timothy. Because without them, they might not be your winners. And new Dangan-lympic Hunger Games OC Tag Team Champions. Mind over Magic, Rin and Hiriko. You know what? Gold Team has won those titles before. We didn't need this. We did not need this. That's fine. That is okay. We didn't need it. We ain't need it. And AV still could become the first ever OC Grand Slam champion. That's what's up. That's what it is. That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But we won't take that away from Mind Over Magic. Rin and Hiriko, they came out on top, and they are your new Dangan-lympic Hunger Games OC Tag Team Champions from Team Monokuma. Keep that in mind. AV, the singles champion, the OC champion, is from Team Monodam, I think. So far, in terms of the titles, Team Monodam has walked out with 1. And this set, Team Monokuma has walked out with one. So far, Team Monokid has not walked out with a title. Will they walk out with any titles by the end of the season? That is the big question. That is the big question. Will that happen? We'll wait and see. We will indeed wait and see. That being said, Sumori had 5 KOs, Ren had 4, AV had 2, so did Lucas, Randobot, Ashi, and Ryu. And Hiriko, Iris, Yoko, Kagi, Takuto, Beta, and now all had 1. Everyone else had none. And your top 6 teams, remember, will be going on to that premiere, and they were Davy Jones's Locker through Ghostly Shenanigans, Undercover Custodians, Waltz of the Roses, Voiced in Vogue, Robo Research, and of course your brand new champions, Ren and Hiriko. Mind Over Magic will be defending in the premiere of Season 15, and it should be a spectacular time. And of course, they have to give major thanks to the one who assisted them in the free-for-all, the one who guided them potentially to this victory, the one who taught Hiriko about true teamwork. It's gotta be Gentleman Timothy, essentially honorary tag team champion. You love to see it. If there were if this were trios and it was the Freebird rule, yeah, you better believe it. Gentleman Timothy, he'd be the one. That being said, that's all the time that, well, it's not all the time that we have. This one ran not long, but it ran like 30 minutes, but we're gonna leave it at that. We are gonna leave it at that. Next week, it'll be your tag team finale and your singles finale, the last 2, before the return of Friday Night Fracture. Shockingly enough, it is going to be a fantastic time. It'll be a lot of fun, and get ready for it. What will the new set look like? It looked good. I'll tell you what, it does look good. I enjoy it. I'm a big fan. With that being said, I think we're all set. I think we're all good to go. Are we? Yeah, I guess we are, man. Let me tell you something. Let me talk to you. Just because Gold Team didn't win today doesn't mean the 3-title AV won't happen. He's gonna get that Pancake Championship. He's gonna get those Tag Team Championships again, and he's gonna hold on to that OC Championship. And I'm gonna make sure of it. That being said, toodaloo, Flight Crew, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for submitting your OCs, because we wouldn't have moments like this without them. So get ready to submit them for next season. It's going to be a grand time. Clearly you have more time than you had this past season, because, well, you know, the Dangan-lympics, they had to be quick, they had to be snappy. But they'll be opening probably in a couple of weeks, probably in, not next week clearly, but like in three-ish weeks, probably in 3 weeks time. Get ready, get excited, and get hyped, because, well, I'm the champion. And in that premiere, I'm gonna stay champion. You better believe I will. So, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye now.